Okay, I want to talk more about um, giving people options that are going to be surviving solely on Social Security. Kind of dropped the ball recently. I've been talking about other things, but I have been doing some research, looking for other options, and I did come up with a few. Well, good morning, all you happy, shiny people. I hope you're all in great moods today. I am. I woke up to gray, dismal weather, which you know I love. But now that I'm looking outside, it's starting to break off, which I hope isn't true because it said we're supposed to get rain today into tomorrow, and I was really looking forward to it. So fingers crossed. Trying to wake up. I'm drinking my first cup of coffee and just trying to get the blood flowing. You know how that is at our age, my age. I don't know how old you guys are. But when you get old, it's a little bit tougher. Although now, compared to how I was a year and a half ago, when I wake up, I feel so much better. At least I don't wake up in pain anymore, which that's huge. I woke up every day just so much inflammation in my shoulders and in my hips, my knees. It took everything, every ounce I had just to get down the stairs. And it was like I cursed those stairs every morning as I walked down them to make my coffee. It was like, this is a nightmare. And even I remember doing this a couple years ago, and I don't know why I stopped, but we had brought the coffee pot upstairs and put it in the dressing room. I seen a lot of people were doing that. I thought, what a great idea, especially for those of us with stairs. So we had it set up in the dressing room for a long time, and I don't know why we stopped doing that. I think I might do that again because we even had a small, oh, that's why. We had a small fridge up there for the creamer and the coffee pot and all that was on top of it. And yeah, we gave our daughter when she moved out, we gave her the fridge. That's why. Okay, well, maybe I'll get another one, but it was so nice. I could just walk into the dressing room, make my coffee, go back, sit in bed, go on my laptop until my mind was actually awake. But I don't have that luxury anymore. So right now I'm ready for work. I thought, well, I'll make a quick video. Quick video, you know how that goes. But I'm waiting for the plumber. And the reason I'm waiting for the plumber is because for those of you that have been watching my videos for any length of time, you know, a few months ago, I think it was back in September, we had a water leak and we had to get our floors redone and, you know, some drywall work, whatever. Well, we have never made a claim. We've lived here for 25 years. That was our first claim ever. And then as soon as they did it, they sent us a notice saying that they are going to cancel our insurance unless we comply and do one of the following three things. And it gives you, you know, three different options. Of course, the first one is like outrageously expensive. It was replace all the piping and, you know, throughout the whole house. And I forget what the other two were, but we took the least expensive route, but it's still going to be thousands of dollars. And that's why we have a plumber coming out. And even it said, even if we do one of these three things, we have to comply, they could still cancel us. So we're not even sure they're going to keep us. And we've had them forever. We have our cars insured through them. Our home's been insured through them. We've had them for 40 years, I think, between our cars and our home. Never had a claim. So, but that's what's going on with all the insurance companies, especially out here in California. So I guess it was to be expected. It's going to cost us just as much to comply, to do what they want us to do, as what they gave us to do the repairs. We would have been better off just not filing a claim and doing the repairs ourselves, because it may be tough to find somebody that is going to insure us. From what I hear, the people who have been canceled and tried to go with another insurance company ended up paying almost 2 to 3 times more. So that makes me a little not happy, but I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying not to go there. I'm trying to be positive, like I said. And I was. When I first woke up, I woke up to some wonderful comments, which I always enjoy. People watching my old videos and leaving me some wonderful comments and encouragement. I appreciate that. I did work on a video last night for the members only site, which, like I said, you guys, I'm not asking anybody to join. Don't even think about it unless you're interested in that kind of stuff. I'm not, it's more work for me. I mean, I'm gonna do it and see what happens, but YouTube is the one that does this. They set you up once you're monetized with this three-tiered membership thing, and I forgot about it because I'm so busy just making regular videos, right? And then somebody joined, and I was like, oh my God, somebody joined, and I'm not even doing anything with it. I have to. I owe them that, right? So I'm getting a message. So I thought I better go home. That's only fair. And I want to make it interesting for them, but you're still going to get all the same content. It's not going to cost you anything. I'm not here to, charge you guys. YouTube, I get paid through YouTube. The membership thing, even that, YouTube takes such a big chunk of it. It's like, is it really worth it to have to do that? Because it's extra, and it's not a lot extra, but I'm doing whatever I can to keep my YouTube channel, out there, and to gain subscribers. So if people want to join, I promise I will work on that side of it. I tried to last night, but I'd already made 2 videos, just for my regular site. And so trying to make a third one, it was like, I was like, oh, I was tired. I worked all day, so I tried to talk more about my spiritual side and share that, because that's what that's going to be about. And I was trying to work on some resin projects, and it got too late. I didn't have time to edit it. I thought, this is a full-time job doing all this. It's a lot of work. And the only way I can keep up with it all is, once this job comes to an end, then I would have more time to devote to doing YouTube. But it's a lot of work. I don't think people realize that. They think it's so much easier than it is. But I'm enjoying it thoroughly, and that's the main thing. I said I wanted a job that I enjoy. Well, I do enjoy doing YouTube, but it is a lot more work than my regular daytime job. All that goes into it, and especially now that I'm supposed to make videos for the membership only site and my regular YouTube, it's going to be a lot of work. But like I said, that's part of being on YouTube. You have to do these things. It's not like you can not do it. They set it up, and they signed up. People sign up for that, and they don't get their money back. So I owe them that. I'm not going to not make videos for them. And I want them to be good. It's not fair. It's not. Anyway, I'm tired. I stayed up late working on that, and then I didn't even post it. So, but I will today. I did put some videos on there, and I just, there's some older videos that I don't think a lot of people have watched. And they were more about spiritual stuff that I thought, that's what I want to make that channel about. So I just made it members only. So at least there's something in there. But I want to create some new videos as well. So I'm going to work on that today. So let me finish my coffee. I need to eat some breakfast, and then we'll finish this conversation. Okay. I want to talk more about giving people options that are going to be surviving solely on Social Security. Kind of dropped the ball recently. I've been talking about other things, but I have been doing some research, looking for other options, and I did come up with a few. The first one is communal living. Now, hear me out. It's not like, back in the 60s. I'm not talking about, the hippie lifestyle and free love and drugs and all that stuff. It's not like that anymore. There are several in each state. You can Google them and you can look it up, and there's small ones, there's large ones, and they will put an ad out when they're looking for somebody, and they all have different rules. Some of them want you to sign a year's contract. Some of them won't let you have any debt. Some of them do have age restrictions. So it's, you just have to do your work, but and look and see. But the idea with these is that you live on the property for, like I said, maybe a year, sometimes more, sometimes less. But in exchange for living on their property, you have to do some work. And they'll ask you what your skills are. Some are looking for more construction type skills, or just handyman skills, or somebody that can cook. Just there's a variety of things. And what they do is they either offer you a dwelling. Some of them have cottages, some of them have yurts, some of them have trailers. Some of them ask that you have your own, you bring your own camper or whatever and you set it up. Um, and in exchange for living there and working there, they will feed you and you don't pay any rent. There's some where they actually pay you a small amount for your labor over and above room and board. So there's just a variety of them. They're all throughout the United States. I've seen them in almost every state. You just have to Google communal living and look and see, and then you have to apply. But that's just an option for some, not for everybody, for sure. Um, and the other one, back to being a nomad and living out of your vehicle. Somebody suggested that people watch that movie Nomadland, I think it is. And I don't know. I don't know. I watched it myself and I thought it was extremely depressing, to be honest. And that was when I was super excited about it. I thought this could be fun. But after watching that movie, I was like, this is sad. But maybe that's why people should watch it. It's very realistic. And it shows what it's like to live as a nomad, people living out of their vans. And there's so many people doing that. And they go around to different states. They do seasonal work. A lot of them, are still working. They're not just drawing Social Security. Some of them are just doing seasonal work. They're not even drawing their Social Security yet. So they're able to live in the parking lots of the different places they work. They're able to stay there or there's nearby places. But that is an option for some people. Like I said, you got to think about the end game, because once you move into your van, unless you have a way of saving some money, the chances of getting back into a bricks and sticks home is going to be really slim, So unless you plan on doing this, if it's your only option, then, you got to do what you got to do. Who's writing? You should bring this. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to put you on hold. Okay. Yikes. Somebody just sent me a message that said I should share with my subscribers. It just came out this morning that Elon Musk and President Trump are discussing cutting Social Security, which I don't know if it's true. I haven't read the article, so don't come at me. I'm just saying they sent me this article, and that's what it was titled. It was breaking news, so that's scary. But I don't want to get political on this channel, please, because there's nothing more divisive than politics. We all have our opinions. And we're not going to change each other's opinions. And I don't want to lose any friends and subscribers over two guys. You know what I mean? That's, we all have our opinions about that. But yeah, it's just something we got to keep an eye on. That would be scary. I personally can't see them doing that just because it would create havoc. Can you imagine? What would all these people that are solely surviving on Social Security, barely making it, what would happen if they cut it, even 10%? They'd be out on the streets. We already have a problem with homelessness. It would just create just chaos. I just cannot see that happening. So it's a scary, scary thought. And I don't want to go there this morning. That's not what I wanted to talk about. It's hard enough. It's going to be difficult enough for people to live off of just Social Security as it is. But if they cut it, it will just be damn near impossible. Everybody's going to be living out of their vehicle. But yeah, back to that Nomadland. I do recommend watching it. You'll get a better idea of what it's like. I like the idea. There's just something in me, that survivor instinct. I think that's why I like to watch those videos of, people that are out camping in the harshest conditions. I just like to imagine, what I would do if I had to survive. And it's the same with being a nomad. I always imagine what my setup would be like, but it's easy to imagine when I'm living in a comfy, warm home, So if I actually had to do it, how would I feel? I don't know. But I would like to think that I could do it if I had to. I have a partner, so that makes everything so much easier. Most people that are doing this are single. I talk to a lot more people that have lost their partners or are divorced, and they're looking at retiring as a single person. And I can imagine that is definitely much more difficult. And that's why I always stress community is so important. You know, you need to work on that if you haven't already. It's so important to have your tribe, your people, whether it's friends and or family, neighbors, people that are in the same position. Go online, make friends. You need to have that. I've been watching videos on female nomads, and they tend to travel in packs. They at least three or four of them, and they go from spot to spot together. They kind of watch out for each other, which I really like that. That's just smart. They seem to do a lot better than the ones that are completely on their own. And I don't see men doing that as much. Men seem to be a little more independent for that reason. But the women, they like to um, hook up with other women. And I've been watching, oh, what is it? Glorious on Wheels. I'll put it in the description because she's got some great interviews. She interviews a lot of people that are nomads, and it'll give you a better idea. But if you are thinking about doing that, because I've talked to some people recently that that's their only option and they're looking at it soon, I suggest you prepare for it now, like you're going to do it now. Don't wait and then prepare. You don't have time. It takes a while. You know, look at the vehicle you have. Can you live in that? Do you need to trade it for something else? If so, now's the time to do it. Hopefully you can get something without payments, and then look at fixing it up. I would suggest watching, I think it's Static Camper Van Kevin, and he just recently got a new van, and he's been living out his van for years, and he's wonderful. And it's like watching Mr. Rogers as a nomad. He's just got such a pleasing manner. He's very calm. Some people think he's boring. I love watching him because he hangs out in my favorite place in Northern California. That's his favorite place too. And he just shares a lot of great ideas. He shows himself cooking in his van, and his van just looks so cozy. The new one he's just now working on, he's doing a build in it, and it's just fun to watch. I like watching that kind of stuff. Now, my husband and I, when we talk about living out of a van, we're talking, we want to travel, but we want one of the taller vans that we can stand up in. He has a short van, and everybody has to have some sort of bathroom set up in their van. So we want one that would allow us to have a shower stall. So we would need a bigger van, a cargo van or something. But a lot of these people have just a bucket. You have to have some kind of bathroom, it's important. Unless they all have gym memberships just so they can go take showers and stuff, but you're not always near one. So, and you don't want to get in trouble for using the bathroom at night. If you're go outside and a cop happens to drive by and you're using the bushes, you can get cited for that. So I highly recommend you look into making sure you have that kind of setup in your van. So yeah, those are the two things that I was researching yesterday. And out of the two, I think I would do the van life thing. Because the communal living, even though it would be, I've always wanted to do that myself if it was my land and I allowed other people to live on it. But to live on somebody else's land and be subject to their rules, and you never know if they would kick you out or what, I don't know if I would feel comfortable with that. And you don't know if your personality is going to clash with other people there. Because a lot of us, as we get older, let's face it, guys, we're not as social and outgoing when we're young. We don't take any crap anymore. People tick us off and we're just like, I'm not putting up with this. Whereas when you're young, you can roll with the punches a lot easier. We get very set in our ways. So that would be difficult living with a bunch of strangers. Maybe if it was people that you knew, you would be, more likely to do that. So maybe you can start your own, depending on what your situation is. And, if you have a group of people that are looking to retire and they don't know what to do, maybe you guys can come up with some ideas. But I just think that would be, it's an option, but it wouldn't be my top option. like I said, I still, because we're going to be a double income, I mean, both of us are going to draw Social Security. It does open up more options for us, and I'm trying to help people that are, single, because I know it's going to be harder for them, and those are the people that I'm looking to help. I'm still looking, still looking. I think there's some other options. Oh, I wanted to let you guys know, how long have I talked? Oh, 20 minutes. I'm sorry. Um, I'll try and cut this down. But Monday, I'm going to be doing a live, I think at 10 or 10:30. I'm not sure which. And I'm going to be doing it with my beautiful friend. You just love her. I do. She's an author. She does podcasts. I've known her for years. And yeah, she's going to be bringing a lot to the conversation. I can't wait to talk with her. And I think you guys will enjoy her. And she just recently started a YouTube channel. But like I said, she's done podcasts and stuff. And so, but YouTube is new to her. So I thought this would be a great way to introduce her. And I hope you guys will join her site after listening to her, because she's just amazing. She's a good friend, because I'm an introvert and I can go months and months without speaking to somebody. And then I pick up like no time has been lost. And she knows that about me. And she doesn't give me any crap for it. She just lets me be me, because I don't talk on the phone, and it's very difficult for me because, like I said, I'm an introvert. I know you probably don't realize that, huh? But one-on-one, I'm okay. But I don't know what it is about me and the phone. I just don't like talking on the phone. So my worst nightmare is when somebody texts me and says, hey, can I call you? Why can't you just tell me in the text? Why do we need to talk? Oh, well, it's getting late. I got to get ready. The plumber should be here any minute, and then I got to go to work. So hopefully I'll get this up this afternoon. I don't have time now, I don't think. I'll see. But otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.